Good morning. Welcome to Monday morning video on Warrior 613. I'm Jason. Hope you're doing well today. To be blunt right off the bat, I just did not feel like being the positive light that people expect me to be, evidently now. And so it was a tough morning. Just stuff didn't go right. A lot of just didn't feel good, and so what do we do in those times? It's hard, it's one of those things, but one of the things, the thing is, we all want to do stuff that people look at in a positive light, for the most part. And we want to do it, we want it to be easy, we want it to be something that comes naturally. And I'll be honest with you, I've never really been that person. And yes, I'm in a good mood. I'm positive about a lot of things, but it's a constant decision that's made. It's not something that that is just 24 hours a day. And so I was really hit with that today in certain things, and I was able to go in and teach Sunday school today. But to be honest with you, the lesson was on facing opposition, and so I just felt like I was facing a lot of it today. And I find God's wisdom is unbelievable. It's never about just a random selection of lessons. I just find it interesting that you can always, if you're seeking Him, you're going to find that everything relates to you. And so, I just want to be honest. I've been wanting to it frustrates me so much when people say, "Man, you're just always in such a good mood. You just such an inspiration that you're dealing with this." And I wanted to film this while I was frustrated, which they always say is never a good thing to do, but I think it would come off insincere if that wasn't the case. But it just seems like everything has just not gone right this morning. It was, don't feel good, starting off with medication, and just to little things that people said just didn't sit well with me. And, but I didn't frame everything, in the correct way. I didn't, this isn't something that, you can't just live your life every day and it be easy, or it be just because you're a Christian, it's not just going to go well. And so this isn't one out of every 14 days for me. This is every day. This is something you have to make that decision, because when we're talking and when we're looking at things, at the end of the day, the thing that brings me back to doing what God calls me to do is, it isn't about me. This is not about being comfortable. This isn't about us having a normal Sunday. This isn't about we get done and then we go off and go grab lunch, and this isn't, that very rarely is my family's experience anymore. There's a lot of things. This isn't just a I can't walk issue. I mean, this is just changes our entire life, and that's frustrating. It frustrates me that my wife and my daughter have to change the way they do things because of an affliction of mine. But I look at it, what they've gotten out of me as a father and a husband, I hope, is much better than anything they would have ever gotten out of me before. From who I am, but more who I want to be, and more who I'm allowing God to mold me into. I'm far from perfect, and I realize that more than ever. But when we get frustrated, when things are not going the way that they should, that's where faith comes in. That's where our spiritual discipline, or just our discipline to admit it's not about me. This is not something that I can do on my own. You don't want to believe you get to a point, I'm just being honest, in when people come up to you and say, oh man, this is such an inspiration. At the beginning it's like, okay, that's nice, you feel good about it. The more that I hear it, the more that I feel sorry for people. That shouldn't be an inspiration. Like, I'm screwed up. But brings me back to a place of God's going to use me in a way that only works with Him. And I have to understand that my frustrations are not about me. My frustrations can't just be about me and my family. Because I know where our eternity is. It's taken care of. There's going to be, when we trust in Him, there's going to be opposition. My daughter's probably going to face it more than I ever do, as we continue to move in generations, and we're moving away from a generation that understands who He is, who Jesus is. We're not a Christian culture. We're not a Christian nation. You can say it all you want to, but we're not. So we're gonna have frustrations more and more. How we handle those frustrations are what is going to make the biggest impact on the culture. And so I just encourage you. Frustration is where you find out who somebody really is. I'm extremely tough to deal with when I'm frustrated or aggravated with something. My wife will tell you that right now. And I have to remind myself that it's not about me. I have to rely on my Savior, Jesus Christ, to use me in spite of myself. And so I would just encourage you, that's not something that you can turn to when you're frustrated. That's going to be the last time you want to do it. That's going to be the last place that you want to do it. We have to build that spiritual discipline, or that discipline in general, that we have to strengthen our relationship with Him, so that when we get to that place, the smallest part of us comes out and the most part of Him comes out. Because if not, it's not pretty. It's not going to be something that we're going to be proud of. So, love you guys. This may have been a little bit all over the place. As I said, just come and stupid small things, are the things that Satan will use to get us off the path. And so I love you all. I want you guys to just seek Him and allow Him to show you the great plan that He has for your life. So I'm going to go inside, apologize to my wife, tell her I'm sorry for being frustrated for something that was not her issue, and I am going to have a great day with my family. And love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.